Why are conjunctions essential for coherent thought? Imagine trying to tell a story or explain something without using any words that connect ideas. It would be like trying to build a puzzle with pieces that don't fit together. That's where conjunctions come in. They are tiny words that do big work in our sentences. Without them, our thoughts would be like a jumble of disconnected pieces, making it hard for others to understand what we mean. A conjunction is a part of speech that joins different parts of a sentence. These parts can be single words, groups of words, or even entire ideas. When we use conjunctions, we can create sentences that are more detailed and clear. For example, instead of saying, "I like coffee, I like tea," we can say, "I like coffee and tea." The word "and" links the two ideas smoothly. There are three main types of conjunctions. The first is coordinating conjunctions. These connect equal parts like to independent ideas or words. Words like and, but, and, or are common examples. For instance, she wanted to go outside but it was raining. The word but shows a contrast between two ideas. The second type is subordinating conjunctions. These join a dependent clause to an independent one. They show relationships like cause, time, or condition. Words like because, although, and while are used here. For example, he stayed home because he was feeling sick. The word because explains why he stayed home. The third type is called correlative conjunctions. These work in pairs to connect balanced parts of a sentence. Examples include either, or and neither, nor. For example, you can either call me or send an email. Both parts are balanced and connected by the pairs. The word conjunction comes from Latin roots. Con means together and junger means to join. This shows how conjunctions are all about bringing parts of language together to make sense. Using conjunctions helps us connect ideas, show relationships, and make our sentences flow naturally. They are vital tools for expressing cause and effect, contrast, choices, and sequences. Without them, our speech and writing would be choppy and hard to follow. For example, instead of saying, "I like coffee, I like tea," a simple conjunction makes it one smooth thought, "I like coffee and tea." This makes the message clearer and easier to understand. In short, conjunctions are essential because they link parts of our sentences. They help us share complex ideas clearly and logically. Without them, expressing relationships between thoughts would be much more difficult. They are the glue that holds our language together, making our communication smooth and effective.